We are here in Albania, but it wasn't actually part of our Europe trip in the beginning, but because we met so many people along the way that said that Albania is so affordable, it's good value, prices are as cheap as Thailand.
Yeah.
So we thought, we're in Montenegro already, so why don't we just hop over here and check it out?
And this place is probably the cheapest place we ever stayed on a Europe trip. We spent $43 for all of this.
Yeah, we have like a really big living room here. We even have a balcony outside where we can sit, and there's also laundry outside. We have full kitchen, bathroom, comfortable bedroom.
And this couch is to die for.
Yeah, we're like, where do we get this one for our own house?
Yeah.
But we just got here last night and we haven't seen anything outside yet. So all we know right now is that the accommodation is really good value in Albania. But today we will take you with us to go out to explore more of the food culture. Also, there's a lot of history in Albania that we didn't know about. So we're going to learn about that and share that with you today.
And get a real coffee.
And get a real coffee, because this is instant coffee and it tastes okay, but Albania does have a good coffee culture. So we'll go get some real coffee. You have a place in mind for brunch?
Yeah, it's only 8 minutes walk. But so far, it doesn't feel like we're in Europe.
Yeah.
This could be anywhere in Asia. This could even be Thailand. You know what I mean? Like the weather, the walls, the wires.
Yeah.
We haven't seen wires like this in Europe for a while.
It's a bit more raw, you know what I mean? Like it feels a bit more like rougher around the edges, but it has charm to it.
I like it. It's different from the walking on the cobblestone in the old town.
We've been staying in a lot of old towns, and I think this is really a nice change to be staying in kind of a very local community. Like around us, we don't see any big hotels or big shopping malls. It's just like residential buildings, a lot of local people going about their day.
There's a gym here.
A big one
so
too.
So close to our place. I'm gonna check how much it is.
Yeah.
Hi.
How much is a daily pass?
1 day?
1 day?
It's 10 euro.
10 euros.
10 euros.
Do you have a weekly or?
For 1 week, that's it. We can make some discount. But how many times you want to come?
So what did he say?
He said he can give us a discount for 8,000 lek. So the local currency here in Albania is Albanian lek, which is pretty much like 100 leks equal 1 euro. So 8 euros a day. It's not bad.
But it's still quite pricey. I'm sure it'll be better.
If you get a monthly membership or something.
I'm actually surprised to see such a big gym in this area, and actually a lot of like health food stores and big groceries, because previously in like Croatia and in Montenegro, we were trying to find bigger grocery stores, and I feel like we had less options. So Albania, in my mind, would be a bit more behind, but actually it seems more developed. Or maybe it's just the neighborhood that we're in right now.
Yeah, we're in a pretty fancy local neighborhood here. Oh, this is a shop.
This is the place.
Yeah. So this place is called Aroma. They serve beautiful looking breakfast. 5 stars out of 5 on Google review. So this place is pretty cool.
Yeah. They have fresh juices, make your own smoothies, but their most famous thing is the yogurt bowls. Build your own yogurt bowls.
And the prices are very reasonable. 350 like per bowl. That's really good.
That's actually pretty not bad, yeah.
3 euros. 350 euros then.
Përshëndetje. Did I say it correctly?
Bon appetit.
How do you say thank you again?
Wait, and some minutes for crepes.
Okay.
Thank you. How do you say thank you
I
again?
think it's Përshëndetje. I think so. I'm gonna try it out on a few more people. She did nod at me, so I think I'm saying it right.
Maybe just say it with more confidence.
But then like Përshëndetje. Because I was like reading up on Albania, and I think local people, well, it said local people appreciate it if you say a couple words. Like if you enter a shop or something, just say good afternoon, which is mira dita. So like it's just like a nice way to address someone and say thank you, say hello. So I practiced a couple words, which I'll try out today and see if I'm actually saying them correctly. But, yeah.
Cheers. Did you learn how to say cheers?
No, I did not. We'll have to ask someone later.
Oh, that's a good coffee.
I wonder when people say Albania has good coffee culture, are they referring to like espresso or Americano or like Turkish coffee? You know what I mean?
I think coffee in general.
Yeah, like we'll have to walk around to see. Like when I look around the tables, I see a lot of espresso cups. So maybe if that is where the coffee culture is, then maybe we have to try an espresso later on in the day too. So I guess this savory yogurt bowl with the olive oil comes with the pita bread.
That looks so
This
good.
looks so yummy.
So you can dip it in the yogurt.
Yeah. So this one has avocado, mango, pistachio, hemp seed, and olive oil in there. You know what? Olive oil is not weird in it at all. I think instead of honey, they put olive oil, which is actually healthy for you to be eating this in the morning so you don't get like a huge sugar spike. This is really good.
I changed my mind and I got crepe instead. But there's still yogurt on top. Yogurt and berry. This one is called Berry Land because the crepe is like the land filled with berries. Oh. Good.
Yogurt is so versatile. This is actually a great idea for brunch for us for the first real day in Albania, because when we go to a new country, we actually try to eat a little bit of the locally made yogurt. I think it helps to get the right bacteria for
In
a
our
place
stomachs.
in our stomach. Yeah, so this is perfect. It's like full of probiotics and it's locally made. And there's like one other thing that we were adjusting to, like this morning, was this is the first European country that we've been in on this trip where we cannot drink the tap water. So we went out last night to get bottled water because, yeah, we were looking online. They're just like not recommended. Local people don't drink it, so we bought bottled water. But I do miss just opening the tap
Yeah.
and just boiling water from there, drinking it straight. I think that was one of my favorite parts.
I need a little adjustment this morning because I almost drink from the tap. You know, it's like habit.
Yeah.
After spending a few months here already. So how much was that?
1,100 lek.
That's pretty awesome. And I even ordered one more coffee.
Yeah. Pretty good. Real quick, if you've been sitting on that idea of creating a travel blog or launching a website for your small business, this is your sign. Go check out Squarespace, who is the sponsor of today's video and also a longtime partner of ours. We actually built our own website using Squarespace, and you don't need any coding skills or design experience because they have award-winning templates that make it super easy for you to create a beautiful and professional looking website. They also have a feature called Design Intelligence, which uses AI to help you customize your website and even write content like product descriptions or blog posts, which is a huge time saver. You can also easily add photos, videos, and sync your social media with just a click of a button. Just head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/FloraandNote to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now let's get back to the video.
This is a very nice neighborhood.
It is.
Lots of cafes and restaurants.
Yeah, and then beautiful shaded trees here. This area is called Blloku. It's a very interesting neighborhood because when we were looking this up like 40 years ago, we wouldn't be able to walk down here. Not because we are tourists, but ordinary Albanians would not be able to walk in this area because it was only for the elite, communist elite. So probably like the politicians, some sort of like the leaders, and it was blocked for ordinary people.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, but now it's like a hip and trendy area where you can come and enjoy a meal, have a drink. So we mentioned earlier that this neighborhood, Blloku, used to be where all the communist elites live. So in front of us is actually the former communist dictator of Albania. His name is Enver Hoxha, and this is his private residence right in the center of this neighborhood here. It's abandoned now. And I think we have to learn a bit about him to understand the development of Albania and how far they have come since the time where he was running the country, from 1944 until he died in 1985. Basically, he just made Albania very, very isolated, and that of course really hurts your economy and hurts basically everything. It was a really poor time for Albania during that era.
So how did the dictator era end then here in Albania?
Hoxha passed away in 1985, and then there was another leader who came to continue the communist era until 1992, when basically surrounding countries in Europe were also fighting for democracy, and same as Albanians. So then I think in 1992, that was the fall of communism here, and it was still kind of like a rough, like 10 years for Albania. But in the early 2000s was when Albania opened up more to foreign investments, to tourism, and you can see the development in the city. Like there's a lot of old buildings, but there's also a lot of new buildings that are undergoing construction.
And they're modern looking too.
And modern, yeah. So I think Albania at the time was one of the poorest countries in the world, but now it has made itself middle income country. So it's a huge, huge progress in a couple of decades.
We're going here? House of Leaves. The Museum of Secret Surveillance.
Yeah. This is kind of scary. Oh my goodness. It's so eerie in here. What's on the right?
Another room.
It's quite low. Like we're really short compared to Europeans.
Oh, this is the toilet bed.
I think this is a bedroom.
Look at that.
Look, this is probably a bedroom. So the room we're in right now is the interrogation room. Towards the end of World War II, the House of Leaves in Tirana ceased to function as a healthcare facility and became an interrogation center that was also used for practice of torture and other coercive tactics. That's why it's called the House of Leaves. The rustling of the leaves, it was a mystery to the people here.
Crazy. So unfortunately, it's so secretive that we're not allowed to take photos inside the museum, but totally worth 700 lek
per person. Yeah. It's very informative. It's a really well done museum. And I mean, I didn't realize the scale of collaborations involved, like countries sending equipment, different levels of collaboration in the government in order to
spy on the civilians.
Yeah, like it's kind of scary, isn't it? To fear every single person around you because anyone could be an enemy. Like living in fear at that time must have been insanely scary.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you are in Tirana, I think it's definitely worth checking out this museum to learn a bit more about the history, this history of Albania.
After all the walking. Okay, we're almost there. This place is called Jeltore Sauku, traditional Albanian cuisine. I probably said it wrong, but it should be on our right here.
I wonder what is traditional Albanian food. Oh, it's like someone's house. That's so cute.
It does feel like someone else.
It's like real home cooking.
It's a good sign. It's gonna be good. How'd you say hello again?
Persian beti.
But that's different from what you taught me.
I know, I made a mistake.
Oh.
I think I said hello to the lady when she dropped off my food earlier. That's why she was like, what's wrong with this girl? But thank you is falamindari. Falamindari.
Half chicken with rice.
Food pilaf.
Okay.
And I'll have this one.
Rice with tas kebab.
That's good. And one beer Tirana.
Okay. Thank you.
Falamindari.
I didn't realize you're gonna come in a big bottle. It's only 200 lek for a big bottle. Maybe get another glass we can share.
I think your beer is cheaper than my lemon soda.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
It's good?
Yeah. Yay. Whoa. That looks amazing.
A double leg rice.
Yours coming too.
Yeah, my stew.
Oh, yours come with rice as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Falamindari. I think it's supposed to be beef. Let me try it. I can't tell, but it's delicious. Oh, it's so tender. And it's quite fatty, so that's why it feels like really full. I ordered just a half size and for it to come with rice because I was scared it would be too much food, but I'm glad because that looks like a lot of chicken on your plate. Rice?
Very tender.
The rice is cooked in like a broth, right? Because it already has a flavor to it.
Delicious. How much was that?
That was 1,420 lek.
Pretty good. I'm extremely full.
I am extremely full too. And I could pay by card. So this was one thing that we were a bit worried about coming to Albania, was that it was a cash society. Lots of people told us, and also what we read online, was that most people take cash. They don't really take card payments. But so far, like today, both places took card fine. We did prepare ourselves though, and we went to the bank to withdraw some like local currency because we only had euro, and I don't think you get as good of a conversion when you use euro. So which bank did you use?
Union Bank.
Yeah,
but they
Union
all
Bank.
charge you fees.
They all
though.
charge you, yeah.
But Union Bank only charge you €5.
Yeah, compared to, or 500 lek. Compared to some other banks we got were like 700.
800 even.
Yeah, so Union Bank or like OTP I think was another good one. So yeah, we carry some cash, but if possible, we pay by card.
Does that building looks like a human head? Do you see it?
Oh, I see it, yeah.
There's a forehead and a
Yeah,
nose.
the nose is what stands out. And then the back is obviously the back of a head because there's no features
Yeah.
pointing out.
Talking about futuristic building, this is one of them. Looks like there's some kind of race here, bicycle race. Look at all these buses from different
Maybe it's
countries.
like happening today or tomorrow.
Giro d'Italia Grand Partenza 2025.
So I guess this year they're going to be cycling those three big cities in Albania.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would love to watch.
Nice to see that Tirana is hosting like big events like this. It's another sign of progress for a city to host big events. We are now at Skanderbeg Square, which is where a lot of events happen, but there's also like the Opera House here and some other very important buildings in this area. And we were trying to look for the statue of the national hero, Skanderbeg, and it's not as obvious today because of the event going on, but I think we found him. He's over here.
But we can't go near him. It's all blocked.
But I can tell you why he is considered a hero. He led Albania's resistance against the powerful Ottoman Empire and became a symbol of national pride, unity, and freedom. That's why he protected Albania's independence in the 1400s.
Oh, a very long time ago.
Yeah. Our final stop of the day is at this beautiful mosque called Mosque of Namaska, and this reflects the Ottoman era architecture that was built back when Albania was part of the Ottoman Empire for a period of time. It also kind of reflects the religious diversity of Albania because we earlier walked past like at an Eastern Orthodox church. There's also Catholic churches, there are mosques, all in this small kind of center
Like 5 minutes
of
walk.
Tirana, yeah. And when it was during the communist era, it was an atheist state, so all the religions were banned. So a lot of religious buildings were probably torn down during that era. But yeah, the remaining ones here nowadays show the diversity of religion, the freedom to practice your religion here.
Quindi il secondo motivo che il traffico è pesante in Albania è che adesso in Albania noi non ce l'abbiamo treni oppure metro. Che voi
This is where we are today. We are at Bovilla Lake, which is one of the most popular attractions around Tirana. And we are hiking up this mountain here called Gamti Mountain. So we'll be going up there. There's a platform.
You can see people up there already. You see them? They're so small. Right
Yeah.
on the edge of the rock.
So we decided before we leave Albania, we wanted to see some of the beautiful nature Albania has to offer. We looked up Bovilla Lake and we tried to rent a car to come here by ourselves so we will have like more time to sightsee. But it was a bit difficult because car rental company said the road here is not easy to drive.
It is not easy and it's narrow and
Yeah.
it's steep and it's all like gravel.
Unpaved.
Yeah, careful behind you. Unless you have like a 4x4
Yeah.
truck like that. So none of the car rental feel comfortable to rent as a car.
Yeah, they actually said most tourists and like domestic or international tourists coming to Tirana would join a local tour to go to the lake. That's why we decided to look it up on Get Your Guide, and here we are today.
Found a nice tour. It's only what, $24 US per person?
Yeah, and it's about a 6-hour day. So we're just starting here after about an hour and a half drive from the city. And the group size isn't bad. I think we have about like 15 people or so, and plenty of time to hike up to see the viewpoint.
The first half of the hike is fairly easy, but now the second half is a bit more challenging.
Yeah, slightly.
Just watch your step, yeah?
Yeah. This is incredible. Have to remember to look up once in a while to see this view. Wow.
Final stretch.
So our guide shared an interesting fact with us earlier that 3 years ago, there wasn't any stairs, railings like this. It was only because of social media. So 3 years ago on TikTok and Instagram, people started coming here, and it's not very safe to hike up before. So with more tourists coming and Albania probably trying to attract more tourists coming, they decided to build this. So it really shows the power of social media, especially for developing countries like Albania.
Oh, take your time. Thank you. A little traffic jam here.
Oh, you're very quick.
Okay.
What do you think?
We made it. It's wonderful. Even a little platform for you to take photos. It's good because we have an hour and a half here to enjoy the view and have a little picnic.
We also, I think, have two or three caves in this area to check
Explore
out.
later.
Yeah.
Should we go to that side?
Yeah, you can take photos over there by the rock.
Oh my God, let's go over there. That looks epic. Oh.
Oh,
So just be careful where you
oh
walk.
gosh.
It looks hard, but it's not that hard.
It's just the drop. The drop looks scary.
Okay. Come on up.
Okay. Holy crap.
You made it.
This is insane. I almost like, wow, you're not scared.
Woo!
This is insane. I made it.
High five.
Wow. This is incredible.
I really appreciate you doing this with me. This is not easy.
It's kind of interesting because like we're so used to tourist sites that are like well protected for the tourists. You have railings, you have
Barriers.
and this one still feels quite raw, which is great actually. Like we enjoy it. It's just so different. I'm like always thinking like, is this safe? Can I go here? I'm not sure. What do the kids do? You know, they're here. Okay.
Is that a good spot for a picnic?
Yeah. Maybe here.
Okay.
Or maybe here. There's no flat rock. It's gonna hurt our bum. This one may be better. Okay.
Pack a little picnic.
We got some pita bread in here, salami, and pate.
Nice.
But if you didn't prepare a snack, there's actually a restaurant just down here, like kind of the midway point of the hike. So you can get coffee and food, and the toilets are there as well.
What a place to be to end our Europe trip. We went from Italy to Slovenia to
Croatia, to Bosnia
Bosnia.
and Herzegovina, and finally,
Montenegro.
oh, Montenegro.
And then here.
Yeah, and then
Here in
here.
Albania.
Yeah, it was a solid first big Europe trip for us, and we got to see a lot of different places, different things, ate a lot of food, and I think, yeah, we did a pretty good job.
It's time for us to go back to our routine, get fitter, because we gained a lot of weight from all the eating throughout
From
Europe.
all the carbs in Europe. But it's been a great experience traveling just a small part of Europe. Like, we know there is still so much of Europe that we haven't seen, and we're excited to come back again in the future to explore more of that. But thank you so much for joining us over the past couple months of traveling in Europe, and we are excited to
Show you where we go next.
Exactly.
As always, have a wonderful day. We'll see you next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.